Hey guys, today we got week 3 NFL predictions. Let's hop right into this video and let's just go right in. Now, this is going to be a kind of a fun week to predict. There's a lot of good games out there, so let's just go again hop into this. We got the Bills and Dolphins. As a Miami Dolphins fan, I feel ashamed to say this, but if we lose to the fucking Patriots and Colts and Daniel Jones, what we're gonna do versus Buffalo, we're probably gonna suck. We're gonna get blown out by Buffalo. I have to take Buffalo. It sucks. I don't want to pick Buffalo. I have to, though. There is no way that we'll beat Buffalo if we can't beat Daniel Jones and the Patriots. Alright, we got the Colts and Titans, and the Colts upset the Broncos, and they beat the shit out of us. But the Titans are like one of the worst teams in the NFL. Overall, the Titans did look pretty good versus the Rams. The Colts, though, they haven't punted once this season. I have to go with the Colts. The Colts have been crazy. Now we got the Steelers versus Patriots. Now, I don't know if Christian Gonzalez is going to play. That's the Patriots cornerback, the best one. If he's playing, because not going to lie, like the Patriots still suck. But Aaron Rodgers did not look good versus the Seahawks. And again, if Christian's playing for the Patriots, I don't know his full status yet, then I'll definitely pick the Steelers. But if Christian's playing, knowing that how Rodgers played versus the Seahawks, I might go Patriots. But for now, though, I am going for the Steelers. Now, if y'all are wondering what was my record from last week, I went 11-5, so I did pretty good. So I know at the pathetic 97 I did. I got 11, so yeah. Alright, we got the Houston Texans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars, they lost to the Bengals, and Jake Browning, Trevor Lawrence threw 3 picks, and Brian Thomas Jr. hasn't been looking good, and Travis Hunter might be overrated. Texans, the offense is fine, but the offensive line sucks, and C.J. Stroud might actually not be a good quarterback. He might just be mid. So I don't know, but we remember when the Texans started 0-2 2 years ago, and they went crazy after that. I feel like, and also Houston does have Jacksonville's numbers, so I think I am going to go with Houston for this one, just because, usually Houston takes down Jacksonville pretty well, so I'm going to go with Houston to win this game. Trevor Lawrence is definitely throwing a lot of picks in this game, too. If he threw picks at the Bengals defense, he's definitely throwing picks to the Texans defense. Now we got the Broncos and Chargers. The Chargers, they started off 2-0, beating the Chiefs, and somehow, not somehow, they beat the Raiders. We all knew that. The Broncos, they somehow lose to the Colts. Bo Nix is arguing with John Payton on the sidelines, and yeah, not very the best. I'm going with Los Angeles. Pretty easy. Not gonna lie, this isn't kind of an easy pick. Los Angeles is probably going to beat Denver. Now we got the Vikings and Bengals. Now this is going to be interesting. J.J. McCarthy's out. Joe Burrow's out. Who's starting? Well, the Vikings, I think, is Carson Wentz. I think. Okay, I don't know if it's true, but I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Carson Wentz. But, the Bengals, they're gonna get, they have Jake Browning as their quarterback. So, Jake Browning is fine. He's not a bad quarterback, but he did do 3 picks to the fucking... Yeah, he threw 3 picks. But Carson Wentz, I just searched it up. Carson Wentz, it's starting for the Vikings. So, it's going to be Carson Wentz versus Jake Browning. Now, here's the thing. Aaron Jones is out for that, too. So, I don't know. The Vikings are going to get killed by injuries. The Bengals, they don't have a defense. Who I'm going to go with? I'm going to go with Cincinnati. Okay. I know, Carson Wentz, he looked very bad versus the Chiefs, like when he was on the Chiefs last year versus the Broncos. And I get the Chiefs had like second stringers, so obviously they're not going to be that good anyways. But not Jordan Addison's out. We all knew that, but also at the same time, not Jordan. Why am I drawing a blank? Aaron Jones is going to be starting for. It's going to be out for the game. The Bengals, they got Jamal Chase and T. Higgins and Chase Brown. But no defense. But you know what though? I feel like the Bengals might pull off a win versus the Vikings. We got the Jets and Buccaneers. This is an easy pick. This is the easiest pick I have all week. Yeah, no, that was difficult to pick. The Buccaneers are easily gonna destroy the Jets. Fucking Justin Fields is out. That means that Tyrod Taylor's starting. The Buccaneers, they got the MVP in Baker Mayfield. That team's stacked. They're gonna destroy the Jets. Now, I don't know though. It could be a feel that could happen, but no, not with Tyrod Taylor. But the Jets are gonna get destroyed by the Bucs. We got the Commandos versus Raiders. Now this is interesting because Jaden Daniels is questionable. Now, they haven't announced him being out, so I think there's a good chance he plays, but it's Wednesday. This game doesn't start in 4 days, so it can change. But there is a good chance that Jaden Daniels is going to be out, but he is questionable right now. So, who's going to be the starting quarterback? I don't know who's the Commando's second stringer. Is it Taylor Heineke? No. It's Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota versus Geno Smith. Geno Smith looked terrible versus the Chargers. So this can flip either way. If Jaden Daniels is playing, I'm going with Commandos all day. If Jaden Daniels is out and they're starting Marcus Mariota, I have to go with the Raiders. But let's say if Jaden Daniels does play though, then the Commandos are beating the Raiders. I feel like we got the Browns and Packers. Okay, no, I remember when I was yapping about the Buccaneers and Jets game was going to be the easiest pick I ever did. This is probably the easiest pick I ever did, bro. How much points do you think the Browns are going to go to? Probably 3. They're not getting more than 3. I'm just saying they're not getting more than 3. So yeah. Alright, we got the. Okay, wait, no, that's the prime time. No, right, we're gonna save those for last. Now we got the Eagles and Rams. The Rams, they beat the Titans. Good for them. The Eagles, they beat the Chiefs. Now here's the thing: the Eagles been playing very close games. They've been playing like the Chiefs last year, compared to the. But at the same time, too, the refs not helping the Eagles all as much as the Chiefs. But remember the last 2 times they faced off, Saquon Barkley went off. If you have him fantasy, I highly suggest you start him. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go with the Eagles beating the Rams. Okay, I feel like this is gonna be a game that the Rams are gonna lose. Now we got the Falcons versus the Panthers. Now, Bryce Young, he looked very good versus the Cardinals. He a big improvement from last week. But no defense. No, just like the Cincinnati Bengals, but 10 times worse. The Atlanta Falcons, they beat the Minnesota Vikings. That team, it's not the greatest, but it's still good. But I have to go with the Atlanta Falcons for this game. Just because they're going to be pretty good. They're going to probably put up a lot of points versus that Panthers defense. It's going to be bad. Next, we got the not the Cardinals. Well, if we want, why not? Why not skip it? We got the Cardinals versus the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the 49ers, they beat the Saints. And Mac Jones looked good. Guess who Mac Jones is playing again? The Saints. The Cardinals, they almost choked to the Panthers somehow. This is going to be in San Francisco. A lot of people are going to go with the 49ers, but it's Mac Jones. Mac Jones is starting. Remember this, people. Mac Jones is starting. I don't care he beat the Saints. The Saints are so fucking. Okay, the Saints are not that bad. The Saints are competitive. but they're still bad. I bet you I can, if I was the starting quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, I would beat the Saints. I could. I'm going to go with the Cardinals here. I'm going to blow up the 49ers completely. Plus, who does Mac Jones even have to throw to again? Ricky Pearsall? Jaron Jennings? No Kittle. I guess got McCaffrey, I guess. He's a running back though, so not wide receiver, but sometimes they like to do that. So, but no, the Cardinals are going to beat the 49ers. Now we got the Seahawks and Saints, and like, this is easy, bro. The Seahawks are going to beat the Saints. Now it's going to be a close game. It's not going to be a blowout. This is going to be close because all the Saints games are close. But at the same time, the Saints, they're the worst team in football. They're going to obviously lose to the Seahawks. Yeah. Then we got the Bills versus the Cowboys. Chicago, they gave up 52 points to the Lions without Ben Johnson. Just saying, Ben Johnson's on that team. He's the head coach. Why did I just do a blank though? The Cowboys, they put up 40 points versus the Giants. So I don't know if the Giants defense is bad or the Cowboys offense is that good. So, what am I going with? Well, considering Chicago give up 52 points, I feel like the Cowboys are probably going to put up like 40 versus them, just like they did with the Giants. But at least they did a shootout. It's not like blowing ass. So I'm going with the Cowboys. But this is going to be at home in Soldiers Field. They're not. Chicago probably doesn't get blown out, but I still see the Cowboys beating Chicago. Then let's go up to our primetime games. Sunday Night Football, Chiefs versus Giants. Ew. Why you... Chiefs are so bad, bro. The O-line sucks. The receiver sucks. Kelsey's washed. Mahomes is the only bright spot on that team. The Giants... They played fine versus the Cowboys. They played very good. They suck. Why are we putting this on Sunday Night Football? Are you fucking serious right now? But I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I'm going to be surprised if this happens, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Mahomes is the better quarterback, but at the same time... No, actually, no. Both teams are lacking a lot of weapons, except for Malik Nabers. He's a very good player on the Giants. Defensive line is... Oh, yeah, I forgot. That defensive line is going to kill Mahomes. Shit. Okay, this is not that easy. I don't know why, man. That Giants defensive line is gonna kill Patrick Mahomes, bro. That offensive line is just booty cheeks. The receivers are so bad too. Oh fuck. Nah, I'm gonna go safe. I'm gonna go safe and pick the Chiefs. But if the Giants win, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. Then we got the Lions and Ravens. This is a true primetime game. Yes, we're not gonna blow out like we're not gonna have a Dolphins loss on primetime. We're not gonna give up. We're totally not giving up 50 points to the Bills. If we give up 33 and 30 points to the Patriots and Colts, we're definitely not giving up 50 points to the Bills. And then this boring ass game versus the Chiefs and Giants, we get an actual game. The Ravens, they put up 40 points in each game. The Lions, they dropped 52 on the Bills. Two amazing offenses. This is going to be just like the Bills and Ravens game. This is going to be an all-time classic. This is the game of the week. Week 1, Bills and Ravens, game of the week. Week 2, Cowboys and Giants, game of the week. This is the game of the week. But here's the thing. The Ravens had the Lions number. The Ravens always play good versus the Lions. I'm going to go with the Ravens. The Ravens own the Lions since for a little bit now. I feel like Baltimore's going to beat the Detroit Lions. But this is going to be in a shootout. Again, this team put up 40 points per game. The Lions dropped 52. Overall, it's going to be a great game. Great Monday night game. Compared to the shitty Sunday night game and It's gonna be a crappy Thursday night game anyways, because it's gonna be a blowout. Anyways, this will wrap out our video. So hopefully you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video now. Before we log off, well, hop off the video. Let's see some of my picks, Let's see a little bit of my picks. Yeah, there was some easy ones, some difficult ones. But now, that was it. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.